This woman's basically 46 years old and she's delusional as hell, and self-realization is finally coming in. But let's talk about it. So here we go.
Hey, TikTok. You know it's crazy because I joke a lot about being single and you know I I laugh it off. But I'm 46 years old. And while I'm getting ready for surgery and everything,
First of all, first red flag is what are you? Why? How are you 46 years old and on TikTok? This is a kids app. I don't know how many times I have to reiterate to people how many times the fact that TikTok is a Gen Z app. It's an app for kids. It's an app for young people, and it's an app for young ideals and whatnot. TikTok is not a place for you to go have these mental breakdowns or psychological meltdowns of because you are too old and you it just boggles the mind at how you are 46 years old and call yourself a respectable woman and call yourself all that, but you on TikTok venting your life problems to people who are probably too young to understand. I don't know why they're all on these apps, but let me continue.
it dawned on me. Hold on. I'm sorry. It dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me.
That is your own fault. That is your own fault. And first of all, she said, I don't have a husband to take care of me. You are 46 years old. How can you not take care of yourself? This is the sad reality that many of these young women are going to have to face so many years from now. And it is gonna be a harsh reality. It is gonna hit hard. You are only young for once in your life, and then you are old for the rest of your life. This is something that people need to get into their minds, specifically young people. Yes, you can enjoy being young now. You can do your thirst trap. You can reject good men. You can date sleazy men, and then enjoy yourself. Whatever, you can do whatever you want, but this is the harsh reality of all this. I'm a boss b, I'm a pretty little thing, I need high value men, what you the unrealistic expectations of women lead to this type of loneliness. But let's carry on.
I don't have a husband to help me get ready. I'm 46 years old and I still need my mama.
Exactly. Many of these young pretty little thing chicks, wannabes, Gen Z, whatever people still live with their parents. They all of everything they are is supported by how wealthy their parents are, and you see them everywhere thirst trapping, living good, buying nice clothes that they don't work for, wanting to be with men that want to take care of them, living off of essentially everybody around them, and just being a drain on everybody. This is the harsh reality of people. A lot of these young teenagers to girls in their early to mid 20s are going to end up just like this because social media is pushing down a very bad narrative for young women, a very bad narrative. And this is the harsh reality. You push away all the good men in your life just for your own selfish needs and wants. You want a man to provide for you. The thing is, you don't want a husband. You essentially just want a long-term father that's going to be there after your father dies to buy you things and to take care of you like a child. You are a child. I'm sorry, but you're a child. Let me continue.
To take care of me post op. I still need my sister, which whether I had a husband or not, they would be there.
And that's the and that's the sad, that's not even the sad truth. That's the truth about life. People will move on without you. If you're not gonna grow, everyone's gonna grow away from you. Everyone grows up. We all grow up and then we go away. Best friends, friends who knew each other in kindergarten, friends who knew each other when they were still babies and in nappies. We grow apart. That's a part of life. This woman is living in a one-track mind, in a delusion where she needs to live off of other people and she needs other people to validate She needs other people to validate. She needs other people to validate her lifestyle in order to live. She seeks validation in other people, not in herself. This is why she can't be alone. And at 46 years old, you should have really this is something I would only expect someone who's maybe 29 to be saying. But you're 46 years old. I'm sorry, ma'am, it's too little, too late. But let's continue.
It sucks.
If you think it sucks for you, imagine all the men who rejected you. Imagine all the men you rejected. Men who really loved you, men who really cared about your feelings and your emotions. This is a sign to all women. Think about the guys you reject. You might not like them, fine, but a lot of these guys put a lot of effort into women, and the dating game is so unfair. Women get free drinks, they get free dates, free meals, free everything. Guys just pay the bill and fit the bill, and a woman can just kiss him on the cheek and say no, kiss him on the cheek, and then go home and brag too, and then essentially make fun of the guy about how this man pays for her meals, pays for her drinks. This is the harsh reality of modern women these days. The selfishness and the immaturity. This is what it leads to. But let's continue.
Being single at 46 sucks.
And the funny thing is, most men at 46 are married. There are very few men out there who walk around single at 46. And if so, the men aren't looking to date women. They've come to terms with their single lifestyle. A lot of these men probably just have a lady friend, a woman who's a friend that they probably have to satisfy their female interactions. Maybe the woman will be a sexual partner, maybe she won't, but they will usually have a female friend that is there to comfort them in the only way a female can. Most men in their late 40s aren't out there dating and looking for this whole outside lifestyle. A lot of these men are at home chilling with their kids, chilling with their families, chilling with the broken homes that women like this start. You get into a relationship with a woman like this, you pop out 3 kids, no, she decides no, she's not ready to be tied down, she divorces and then leaves you, and then now this is what you end up with. A lot of men at 46 have their lives together. You don't have your life together if you're out here crying over a social media app about your problems when you're 46. Not a lot of people have the same problems as you. At 46, you should have a lot more life experience than this. But as I said before, a lot of men by 46 have figured their lives out, or they are okay with being single and like living alone and being alone. This is the truth about being a man, and women can't do it. But let me continue.
That's it. It just sucks.
So you see, this woman essentially has just come to terms with the reality. She's had immature needs and wants, and is a very immature person, and has never really aged out of that I'm a young woman teen phase of where she can reject men left, right, and center. The truth about looks is your looks fade over time. The man you choose to marry, or essentially the man you choose to date and marry, are supposed to be men who like you for your personality and who you are. Because when the looks start to fade, when the hair starts to go gray, when your body starts to lose its shape like it did when you were 21, when you were either 19, 16, 19 or 21, you don't look like that anymore now. You're overweight, wrinkles, crow's feet, so many things that happen to women. Women degrade. Women don't age as well as men. Men age way better than women. And the harsh reality is that they cannot keep up with the same standard that they constantly boast about healthy lifestyle, about good mental health, about spirituality, about work ethic. Everything that they put on men is stuff they cannot keep up with, and this is the harsh reality of it. Women want the perfect version of a man when they can't even be 1% or even 10% of the perfect version of the woman they need to be to get a man. Men are tired. Men are tired of chasing around women like this. This strikes me as the woman who used to live off of the validation of her being pretty. She used to get so much attention from men, and she's 46. No man who's 46 is going to be looking for a 46-year-old woman to date. He's going to be looking, if the man really worked his life until a point to where he can be financially stable and take care of someone, why wouldn't he go for a 31-year-old? Why wouldn't he go for a 25-year-old? And that's the dating game. You have to find yourself a man who likes you for you, and so that you can stay together for the rest of your life. That's what happens when you build your foundation on sand. This is what you get. But let me continue.
And I'm fucking tired.
You see, now you're tired, but where was all of this energy back when you were young and you had your whole life ahead of you? Instead of finding yourself a decent man and building extremely good relationships and basing your whole love off of your personality, except for, physical attraction, now you're stuck here. No man wants you. You're overweight. You're old. You're 46. There are so many men out there who are 46 who don't look a day over 30. You think you can compete with those men? Getting all these young women, taking away women from young men. Young men can't even get young women anymore. Young men can't even get women the same age as them, because a woman is dating the man the same age as you, because he's got money, because he's financially stable. This is the harsh reality of the dating game. The dating game might be rigged towards women, but in the long run, women are losing left, right, and center and are dropping like flies. You really have to come to terms with your loneliness and how alone you're gonna be in life. There will not always be people there by your side. People will eventually leave when their lives need them the most.
And I make jokes about the fucking buffoons that I have been encountering in dating. But in reality, this is my reality. This is my reality. This is my reality, and those stories are the shit that's available, because all the good men have gotten married in their 20s and 30s because they're good men.
That is exactly what I just said. This is exactly what a lot of men say. These men shack up with a woman early. They find a woman who likes them for their personality and they get married. And they're happily married. You are here 46 years old and crying in your car over a social media app that mostly young people use, when a lot of people can't relate to your issues because you're an old woman who has unrealistic expectations and has had her whole life. I don't know how you're 46 years old and older than the younger generation, when the younger generation is the one who is essentially doing worse than the older generation. This woman is almost the same age as my mom, and yet she can't get her life together. But that's a story for a different time, because my mom is also single, but she's not crying in her car. She's doing her own thing. She's working and doing what. So if you take into consideration, this woman has really come to terms, and you can see in her face that she's given up.
I'm not blaming it all on men, because women are fucking shit. They're fucking batshit crazy too, so.
You only realize this because you're 46 and you're deemed unattractive. You are deemed undateable because no one wants you anymore, because you're old and you're fat. And that's on you. I'm sorry, but that's on you. But I guess you take accountability.
But this is my reality, not anybody else's. That's all.
Well, guys, as you can see, she's pretty much come to terms with her destruction of her own life. She never met anyone who liked her for her personality, as opposed to her looks or how sexy she is, which is what a lot of women are doing these days. And a lot of them will come to terms with this, to the realization that what they wanted from a man wasn't anything that a man could it wasn't anything conclusive to a long-term relationship. By 46 years old, you should have found someone who likes you for your personality, because when the looks begin to fade, what is he staying there for? Is the person staying there because they love you, or because they still find you sexually attractive? Which is what a lot of women need to ask themselves. Young people are really immature and usually only live their lives by physical attraction. The term looking for love doesn't exist anymore. But this is controversial, signing off saying, I don't know. Don't be 46 years old and crying in a car and single. Find yourself someone that you love, find yourself someone that you cherish, and find someone that makes you happy. And long-term happiness, not short-term happiness, because people take sex and stuff for happiness. But anyway. Anyway, guys, this is controversial, signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.